Hey monkeys, how you doing? Damian Keys here. I want to talk a little bit about starting off a music career as a musician. Now, when I grew up in Swansea, I grew up near a golf course. In fact, I grew up near this golf course. So you can kind of see there's golf balls flying all over the place as we speak. Now, when I was about 11 or 12, my first business adventure was myself and my best mate, my next door neighbour, used to come to this golf club, and we used to climb into these gorse bushes that you can probably see behind me, which are just these densely thorned gorse bushes, and we used to collect golf balls. And I mean, there's going to be 50 or 60 in these bushes, and you could just get in there, you rip yourself to shreds, and you collect golf balls. And then we knew where all the golfers lived in the area, and we'd knock on their door with a big bucket of golf balls, and we'd say 50p for a golf ball. And the golfers loved it because they got to rummage around, find some golf balls, probably half of them were their own anyway, pay 50p instead of, golf balls are really expensive, like, you know, 3 or 4 quid or however much they were. And the reason why it worked is we knew that the golfers, when they're out, you know, in their expensive crazy clothes whacking golf balls around, they absolutely didn't want to spend time hunting around in gorse bushes after they'd taken a shitty shot. So they just drop a ball and then carry on playing, and they leave it in there. Now the thing for us is we didn't have that luxury, so we just get in there, we'd find these golf balls and we'd sell them for 50p, and we'd probably make not a lot, but when you're 11 or 12, if you make a fiver and you can go down the shop and buy just a load of sweets, it was a pretty amazing thing. But the key was that we knew that we were going to do something that other people weren't prepared to do, because they weren't prepared to get in this gorse bush and hunt around. I might even go and see if I can find one in a minute. And that was the key. Now, when you look at your music career, there's a big part of me that still feels the same. When I left Swansea, I became a music student in Guildford, and I needed to make money. I didn't have money, and I needed to make some money. So what I did at the time was I wanted to play. I wanted to get out. I wanted to play music for a living. So the places that we used to play were social clubs and working men's clubs, and loads of my mates, loads of musicians they just refused to do that. They were like, I'm not lowering myself to go in and playing to a bunch of old farts sitting there drinking their beers. But we'd always get gigs, and we would play for at least 3 hours because it was tough gigs. The people were really appreciative, but it's where we cut our teeth. And that mentality of going, okay, where can I start? I'm going to go and do something that other people aren't prepared to do, so that I can build up and then overtake them. Because overtaking them was easy, because once you've done a couple of years of working men's clubs, then after that, you know, you're a much better musician for it. You've got more contacts, you're playing more, agents are more interested, etc, etc. It kind of goes round. So that idea of starting your career and going, what can I do that other people aren't prepared to do? Whether it's a pricing thing, whether it's playing in areas, whether it's just traveling further, whether you just say bands aren't prepared to travel 3 hours to a gig or 4 hours to a gig, so fuck it, we'll just have to do that. Or whether we just say, well, we're going to go out for less money, or we're going to play for longer, or we're going to do something that other people aren't prepared to do. That's the key on starting your career, and on going further and doing something more or better or different, or something that they aren't prepared to do. That's the way I was just starting your music career. And as I was passing the golf club, I just thought I'd pop in. So I'm gonna go and see if I can find a golf ball, rip myself to shreds. If I find one, I'll let you know. If I don't, then I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'd love it if you like the page, love it if you subscribe to the YouTube, that would be amazing. It's just youtube.com/Damian Keys. And let's go in. Way into the gorse bush. Still got it. 50p. Who wants a golf ball?